So let's go for our class. TOEFL map reading, advanced level, Tarragon Publishing. Alright. Today we're going to do chapter 5 and mastering question types A2, the spice trade, which is on page 178. Alright, what is spice? Spice is a part of a plant, or the powder made from that part of the plant, which you add on food to let it have flavor. You understand? That's what spice is. Cinnamon or ginger, paprika, these are spice. Spices are found in all parts of the world in their natural states as plants and herbs. What's a herb? Herb is a plant, okay, whose leaves you use to add flavor to food or as medicine, okay? And spices are used to improve the taste of food and to preserve it. And someone always finds a way to make money out of them, like anything else that is done in human world. All right. Enhance means to improve. Preserve means to keep something in a good state or make it not change. Profit is the money that you earn, okay? But the spices are found in different places because some plants and herbs only grow in certain soil types and climates. And Asia has a lot of these spices that are unavailable in any other places. Abundant means plentiful, having a lot. And China and India were known for hundreds of years as the main source of spices. And in modern times, a large part of the world's spices still come from India. Prime is the most important thing in a situation, and source is where you get something from, okay? And some experts say that 80%, as much as 80% of the world's spice trade is ruled by the Indian subcontinent. Estimate means to give an approximate value or quantity, okay? Dominate means to be the most powerful or influential in a situation. Subcontinent, what does that mean? Sub, when you have sub in a word, it means under or being a part of a larger thing. So it's a part of a continent. Subcontinent is a part of a larger continent, and it normally refers to the part of the land where there's India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. Do you understand? That's the subcontinent. So let's see. So this is usually the place where you call the subcontinent, right? Where there's India and Pakistan. Where's Bangladesh? Bangladesh, all right? This area right here. And this is a part of a larger continent, which is Eurasia. Okay. So what is this part about? Spices come from all over the world, all right? And what they do is they improve the taste and help preserve it. But they are found in different locations because certain plants and herbs grow only in that location. And Asia has a lot of spices, and China and India is the main place where you get them, all right? So Europeans who wanted spice had to get them from faraway lands, and that's why the spice trade began. Obtain means to get something, all right? And a similar word to that is acquire. You see that? Okay. Far off. Off has the meaning of no longer touching that thing. So far off means not touching it and it's far. People began trading for spices. Spice trading, mostly with Middle Eastern Arab merchants during Roman times. Middle Eastern, where is Middle East? Middle East is the area around Eastern Mediterranean, okay? And the countries that are west or southwest from Iran are the Middle Eastern countries. Here, this is the Mediterranean Sea, and this area right here is called the Middle East. Countries west of Iran and southwest of Iran. You understand? Arab. What is Arab? Arab are the people who comes from Middle East or the parts of North Africa. Merchants are the people who buy and sell goods in large quantities, and especially importing and exporting goods, all right? Spices were expensive because they were not common, and only the richest people were able to get it. On account of, what does account mean? Account means explanation of something. So on account of means because of their scarcity. What does scarce mean? Scarce means being not common, being rare, all right? Wealthy means rich. And for the Romans, they normally traded for pepper, cloves, cinnamon, but they also bought other kinds of spices. What is a clove? Clove is a small flower bud, which is a kind of a small flower bud, which is used for spice. All right. Cinnamon is a sweet kind of spice. All right. And salt was highly prized too, but perhaps maybe above all the other spices, but they were found in Europe, so they didn't have to import them. Import it, okay? So what is this part about? So because the spice being far away, usually far away from Europe, Europeans had to do the spice trade. okay? And they did with mostly Middle Eastern Arab merchants in Roman times. And spices were rare, so only the rich people can buy them. And the Romans, they usually traded for pepper, cloves, and cinnamon. And salt was highly valued too, but they were found in Europe, so they didn't need to import it. During the Middle Ages, most spices reached Europe by being transported on ships that sailed across the Mediterranean Sea. Because they come from, because they obtained spice from these countries, Middle Eastern Arab merchants. The spice were transported across the Mediterranean Sea. That's what it means. Middle Ages, what is that? This is the period of time in Europe mostly, after the collapse of Roman Empire in 476 AD until around 1500 AD. Do you understand? Before the Renaissance, okay? But they reached the final destination through two ways. One was being directly transported to Europe from Middle Eastern sources, or they were shipped on long journeys by land or sea from Far East. Where is the Far East? People call this area the Middle East because in the European point of view, this is like East, but like the middle kind of East. And when you go farther, this place is the Far East, where Korea, Japan, and China is. This is the Far East, okay?